everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And I got to start with this. More Ripple rails getting put in place. CentB, a Ripple user, has launched an API-based B2B payment solution, CentBiz KRW Collection, to support seamless international business payments for global companies. Companies operating outside of Korea needing to collect Korean won and settle multi-currencies in the Korean market can use the CentBiz KRW Collection service to access all necessary features for overseas payments in one stop, ensuring safe and convenient payments. And this is available across 174 countries, 31 global currencies. Like I tell you all the time, more and more rails are always getting put in place. And everybody always thought with XRP, bank-to-bank payments. But think about how big business-to-business payments is going to be. This comes from Smoke, and I just talked about fair market value in a video yesterday. This is a better explanation of that. So, explanation from the Global Blockchain Association on what exactly the fair market value accounting changes mean for crypto assets. It applies when you buy something for cheap that is exactly very valuable. Banks accumulating crypto while it was cheap for this moment. This gets put in place December 15th of this year. Take a listen.
To me seems like an obvious one. So for anyone who's in the audience going like, fair value accounting, what does that mean? Fair value accounting, in short, is also sometimes called mark to market. And what it means is that on my financial statements, I will record something called an unrealized gain or loss, meaning that I haven't sold this stuff yet, but if I were to sell it today, this is what I would realize as my gain or loss. So you get to put that on your financials, right? And that's useful for if you have so that's the kind of accounting that's used for stocks and investments and securities. And it's used because it helps the stakeholders and the people who are reading those financial statements to understand that where your business is. And it also allows them to see well, maybe you bought something really cheap, but now it's really valuable, right? So it can help them to see the value, the actual market value of the company's assets.
Think about how great that will be for banks and businesses buying XRP right now. 6 months from now, this could be game-changing for their balance sheets. And I always told you, you're very lucky to be in crypto right now. You're still not too late to XRP. Over the coming months, we're going to watch things change so quick. And all of a sudden, you're going to realize you were very lucky to get in when you did. This comes from XRP Drops, Ripple and Zange, tokenizing carbon credits. Zange is the first exchange of its kind on a global level, delivered in partnership with the United Nations. Last year, Zange issued $5 million worth of green bonds, with 272,442 forward carbon credits generated through mining on the XRP ledger. I always told you I am not a fan of carbon credits. I look at it as a tax on people in the future. They're also going to leverage this to hurt farmers around the world. But this is coming whether we like it or not. And that's why I always told you, you're going to get rich if you invest in XRP now because of carbon credits as well. Why not get rich off of something while you still can? This comes from Smoke. Ripple's Brad Chase, head of liquidity of products, describes exactly how real-world assets can be tokenized on the XRP ledger. Take a listen to this.
It's a little more tactical here. How does a real world asset actually get tokenized on the blockchain? So any
I'll take the first step here. And see if I can cover it all. So obviously you need to have some asset in particular you're thinking about, like whether it's gold, whether it's real estate, or whatever it might be. You need some way to store that in an auditable, traceable way in the real world. And because the act of tokenization is, having confidence and being able to prove that that real world asset is owned or managed by kind of some particular actor or consortium or group. And then you go and represent that as a token on a chain. So maybe you have Ethereum, maybe you have a XRP ledger or different chains that let you create tokens, either using a smart contract or natively. The act of creating that token involves the management of the lifecycle of that token. So you're able to mint or create that value representation on the chain. You can set rules about who can be transferred with, whether it can be fractionalized or not. And then, of course, as people redeem and remove that value back into the real world, you need a way to destroy or burn that token on the chain. And so it's really kind of that mix of, how do you ensure that in an auditable, trusted way you've captured that real world value somewhere, then you've transferred and represented as a token, and then you get the benefits of all the tokenized technology in that lifecycle, and then at some point it gets off the chain.
So imagine it like this. There's going to be value moving on and off the XRP ledger all day long. And when it's moved from one place to another, most likely they will also utilize XRP to move that value. What I'm saying is, as trillions of dollars keep pouring onto the network, it's going to raise the value of the network. It's going to raise the value of XRP. And, at some point, once trillions and trillions of dollars come onto the network, the price of XRP is no longer going to be sitting at 50-some cents. And the same goes with any other network that's tied to tokenization as well. That's why I'm always telling you, you're still early. And tokenization, it's going to gain value. It's going to gain mass adoption. Because once somebody makes a lot of money off of tokenization, other people are going to also want to make a lot of money off of tokenization. BRICS news: 4 major nations, Zimbabwe, Colombia, Thailand, and Malaysia, officially announced plans to join the BRICS alliance. Ripple has connections and partnerships with all 4 of these countries. Like I keep telling you, every country that wants to join the BRICS already has Ripple rails inside. And the BRICS are not going to utilize SWIFT. They want to break away from SWIFT. So what are they going to use? XRP. I honestly think BRICS is building out the new financial system. I just seen somebody earlier today saying, and they wrote up a big, huge post. I should have actually shared that post. They were talking about the United States being the last country to join the BRICS at some point because of their new financial system. But I also always talk about banking the unbanked. This is how it's done through Ripple. This comes from XRP Drops. Ripple's financial inclusion partners commitment to advancing financial inclusion globally by funding and collaborating with leading NGOs like Mercy Corps, Modulup, CARE, Berkeley Haas. Together, we made progress in utilizing blockchain and digital asset technologies to expand access to financial services and creating financial opportunity and resilience for people in developing economies. Everybody wants to know when XRP is going to move. When is the new financial system going to go live? Well, this is the path to that. You can't leave people behind. Everybody has to have access to the new financial system. Once these pieces of the puzzle are put in place, that's when I think we will see the rise of the new financial system. And I think we are very close. This also comes from XRP Drops, Ripple's Eric Van Miltenberg, and Web3 and financial services. Regulation is helpful in terms of setting a level playing field, encouraging competition, and protecting consumers. But it shouldn't be so prescriptive that it stops innovation. You ever take notice? You hear the BIS talk, you hear the IMF talk, even the World Economic Forum. What do they always say? We need a level playing field. That's what it comes down to. Everybody has to have access to the new financial system. I think even through regulations, we're going to get closer to a level playing field. Once regulations come, that's it. That's when I think you're really going to start to see the rise of these utility-driven cryptocurrencies. Until then, regulations will continue to hold us back. This comes from Mr. Man. CoinBrain is a crypto analytics platform that helps traders discover undervalued coins with growth potential by analyzing on-chain data and providing insights into market trends, token metrics, and upcoming events, now supporting the XRP ledger. After successful integrations with networks such as BNB, Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche, Base, Blast, Optimism, Arbitrum, Phantom, Aurora, and Celo, we are pleased to extend our platform to include the XRP ledger as well. This expansion allows our users to discover, analyze, and trade coins across all major blockchains on CoinBrain. Again, more growth on the XRP ledger as well. You know, everybody's saying that there's nothing happening with the XRP ledger, but I pointed out time and time again. People always like to say the BRICS are never going to utilize RippleNet or XRP. Yet every country that's joining the BRICS, including the current BRICS countries, already have Ripple rails inside. What do you think they're going to use? XRP. Then there's this, and I want to know what your thoughts are on this. This comes from the New York Post. How non-citizens are getting voter registration forms across the United States. So welfare offices and other agencies in 49 U.S. states are providing voter registration forms to migrants without requiring proof of citizenship, leading Republicans and conservatives to call for swift federal action to stop the handouts. What are your thoughts on people that are not U.S. citizens voting in the upcoming election? I've seen a lot of different views on this. I've seen some people saying that, you know, let them get on the path to citizenship before they vote. Other people said this is going to cause chaos in the 2024 elections because they're already talking about voter fraud as well. But I want to know what your thoughts are. Definitely put it in the comments section down below. I want to see us get a fair election. That's what I would like to see. I still think they should use blockchain technology to handle the elections going forward. But you know, we're XRP holders. No matter what comes next, we are going to get rich. But until it all happens, you gotta stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.